Hey everyone, it's Sean here. It's time for another Animal Facts video. I'm out on the sales floor today because I'm working the sales floor and also because we got a bunch of new animals in. Normally you'd see me down in the classroom, but I decided to do something a little bit different today. We got a bunch of cool animals in, and just like any other time we get animals in, we quarantine them. We want to make sure that they look well, that they're eating, that they're free of parasites, that they're going to the bathroom and everything else. We got in a really cool animal. I featured this genus of animal before, but not this particular species. It's one of my favorite desert-dwelling lizards. Try saying that 5 times fast. I've featured a Uromastyx before. The one I featured before was a Nigerian yellow Uromastyx, which is one that we see in the pet trade every once in a while. The one I'm showing you today is a red Nigerian Uromastyx. This guy is known for being the most brightest and brightly colored of all Uromastyx species. So I'm gonna go ahead and get him out here. Oh, come on, bud, you're okay. This is our red Nigerian Uromastyx. Now, obviously you can see he's got tons of bright reds and oranges, even some little splashes of yellow on his body. I'm gonna get a better grip on him here because he's a little feisty. There we go. So now you can see his belly. Now, Uromastyx are pretty unique among a lot of lizards. One, they don't really eat a lot of vegetables. They will chomp on them here and there. They don't really eat bugs. These guys are seed and bean eaters. If you can look at his mouth, oh, you're okay, bud. I'll do this. If you can look at his mouth, you can see it's actually kind of built like a bird's beak. It's got these edges all around it. Those help him chomp through very hard things. Now, where he comes from, there's not a lot of water either. So he's gonna absorb a lot of the water he needs from the foods that he's eating. Now, my favorite thing about Uromastyx is that the brighter they are, the more attractive they are to their mates. So the males are always the ones that are very brightly colored. The more time he spends out in the sun, so the more UVB radiation he gets from sunlight, and the more heat he gets, the brighter color he's gonna be. Now these guys like it really warm. I'm talking like 120 to 130 degrees in their basking spot. So unlike a lot of the other animals here that just have a dull heat lamp, I actually have 2 big lights, you can see them behind my shoulder, that help warm his up. And then I also put lots of rocks in there. That helps them to sit on those rocks and absorb the heat that the rocks themselves are heating up. Now, this is about a full-grown one. He's close to about 13 inches long. You can see he's got a very spiky tail. That tail is actually used as part of his defense mechanism. In fact, Uromastyx comes from Greek words meaning scourge tail or tail whip. So that's very spiky, it's very heavy, and if he feels threatened, he'll whip the animal coming after him with that and probably open him up with a big cut. Or at least hit him really hard and bruise him up. But these guys' first main defense mechanism is just to run. So as I showed you with the rocks in there, you can see they're all pieces of slate and they're like built up. That's so he can duck under them and hide them. So I think this guy is absolutely fascinating. I love his colors. And again, we'll go ahead and get a look at his brightly colored belly. You can see it just looks like flames. And then on his legs, you can see that kind of V shape going from one leg up to his vent to the other. Those are femoral pores. That's another thing that helps us tell him that it's a male. So I think it's time for him to go ahead and go back, but we can give him his close-up and see how handsome he is. I think he sees himself and realizes how handsome he is. So I hope you guys learned something cool today and got to see one of my favorite lizards. So we'll see you next time.